Hey everyone, James Niggemeyer here. Thank you for tuning back into the YouTube channel. Today I'd like to do a fishing report for Lake Fork, which is my home lake, and I've been spending some days out there doing some guided fishing trips, and we've had some good days. So I wanted to just kind of give you a brief synopsis overview of what's been working. As you might think, end of March, moving into April, warming trend, everything's been right. We've kind of had a delayed spring. We had a real early warm up, and then it got cool, and it stayed cool for a while, which I feel like really pushed the spring spawn back. But now it's going, and I only fished a couple areas of the lake, so this is not inclusive of what's going on the entire lake. Just want to share with you some of the things that I've been doing and some of the techniques and what I'm seeing. Number one, there's spawners. If you want to get up there and look for those spawning fish, get your polarized sunglasses, hopefully they're amphibious, and get up there and look around, and you can see some really good fish. And I feel like that's what a lot of the guides are doing right now, including myself. I would spend some time looking, but I would also spend some time casting. There's a couple of fun ways to catch them right now. Number one, the tried and true Yamamoto Senko. The colors I've been using is like chartreuse pepper, and I did a video a while back about those shock colors, not necessarily just in dirty water, but even in some clearer sections. And then the other one is kind of this blue craw, which I think it's color number 700. It's basically green pumpkin with like a fluorescent blue laminate right there, or iridescent blue laminate. That's been a good one. And then also, this is kind of a new color to me. I know it's a tried and true producer, something that Yamamoto has sold a bunch of, but the General's Watermelon, which is like a watermelon red on one side, and then just like chartreuse. I don't think it has any flake in the chartreuse portion, but this one's been good too. And the way that I've been fishing these is been fishing it Texas style. I know everybody's like, you got to throw wacky, and I've been doing that too. But Texas style with like a 4/0 owner extra wide gap. It's a extra wide gap, but not an EWG style, just your traditional 4/0. And this is the XXX strong version. And I like that because I can throw it in and around the cover a little bit easier than a wacky. Wacky tends to get hung up on a lot of different things. And if you have the patience and you're not pulling the bait too much, this can be a great way to catch them. And the reason I say if you're patient is because with a bait like the Yamamoto Senko with no weight, if you just rig this up Texas rig and you pull it too much, there's nothing to stop it. It just goes through the water. So just a lift or a bump, and it just will lift off the bottom and glide a good ways. And a lot of times when those fish are spawning and when they have a narrow strike window, and they do have a narrow strike window, because man, I'll tell you, there is a lot of traffic up there, lots of boats, and there's a lot of people fishing right now. As you might imagine, it's one of the most popular lakes in the entire country, and it's fishing well right now. So you want to be able to slow down, and if you can slow down, I feel like you can get away with some heavier line and do more of a pitching style approach with a 4/0 hook. I was using also the owner, I think it's the Jungle Wacky, and I think it's a size 1/0, and was using that with my Yamamoto Senkos. And then also we've been using some weighted style hooks too. If it gets windy, the weighted style hooks work really well. This one happens to be a Buckeye Flick It jig head. And then this is kind of more fun to me, but I've been pitching around a 3.5-inch Nuki bug. If you're not familiar with this Yamamoto bait, really cool creature bait, kind of a blend of your traditional creature baits with a more rounded heavyweight body. I believe you could throw this without a weight without a problem. I know you could, but I've been putting like a 3/16 or 1/4 ounce and then rigging it with a 4/0 owner hook there. And you would think, wow, that bait's really big for that, but there's a hook slot on both sides, so there's not a tremendous amount of plastic on the inside. It looks kind of deceiving because it's really thick, but with those hook slots, it works well. And You know, I've played with this. It's a relative new bait to Yamamoto, but it's been something that I've been pitching around, and really am impressed with how quickly and how aggressively those little buck males are biting this bait. And the thing about it that is really cool is I'm going around and looking for some of those areas that are more stained water, where you could still sight fish, but those areas where there's some more stain, that's where I'm pitching that. Another bait that I caught a couple fish on and was kind of a cool, one of my better fish the last days I was out, and that was the Yamatanuki, 3.5-inch Yamatanuki. And I know this is kind of a bait that people are kind of trying to keep hush-hush, and some people aren't even really aware of it. The owner haymaker hook 5/0 works exceptional with that, but just fishing it in and around those spawning areas, whether I visually see them or not. And really a cool deal. Last Thursday, my guide client caught a 9-pounder, so that's just a giant. I mean, it's a beautiful fish. I'm going to try to share that photo here so you guys can see it. But been catching some good ones, some 6s, and you know, just a bunch of different fish sizes from little bucks all the way up. But that's really the quick synopsis. I also caught some on that baby buka bull rat, and that little rat wake bait is really cool. Like that, caught some fish on that, and then actually threw an even bigger wake bait and caught like a 6 on that. So you can play around and do some different things in order to just have an opportunity to really big fish, but also just to try different things and have fun while you're out there. So kind of been focusing on the midsection of the lake and then moving up the arms. And man, it's a good time to be out there. If you get a chance, go out there. I know it's supposed to rain this week, but that's my quick Lake Fork fishing report. Hope you guys get out there, have some fun, and catch a big one. If you like this video, please give me a thumbs up, drop a comment down below, check out my description section. There's all kinds of links to social media, my merch, links to a discount code for some amphibia sunglasses. So if you're in the market for some quality sunglasses, they can really help you see those fish while they're up there shallow and spawning. This is a good time to get them. Until next time, thanks for watching and good fishing.